Actually, just like you fear to be judged, even them, they fear that someone will judge them. But you have to develop the attitude of, I don't care. If it is your opinion, own your opinion and comment it boldly. If it's a post that you're making, own your opinion in that post and post it. If it has known facts, then make sure you double check the facts. Don't be lousy. Don't be lazy with the facts. Make a leader who wants to be a thought leader in the niche takes time to double check facts before they post. But most of the time, you're going to have to share from your own learning, your own lessons, your own experiences. These are things that other people may not have experienced. So no one is going to question you on your own experiences. This is how you felt about the thing. This is what you know about the thing. So no one is going to question you. So another thing, this session is not sufficient to give you everything that you need for you to succeed on LinkedIn. However, whatever I have given you today, if you continuously practice it, you're going to be able to stand out and it can push you throughout this year. So, real life stories now. I have been telling many stories along the way, but two of the stories stand out on this journey of LinkedIn. I have worked with a number of people last year. Actually, last year I worked with around 20 business owners. Some of them started a business with me. I registered their businesses in Uganda. I helped them with everything, legal advice and everything, helped them with contract drafting, helped them with the branding, and how to start their brand on LinkedIn. Some of them started from zero. As we speak today, they are in 3,000 and above. And some of them, it was their first time to actually write a blog. So I had to teach them copywriting. I had to teach them how to speak to one person and not to speak to everyone. So these people have been able to get clients. Some of them actually started in June and they have been able to start getting paid clients. 0 to 50%, you know, 50% clients for their business. That means some of them have actually had audiences of around, for instance, coaches. On example two, 5 of my clients grew their coaching consulting business from 0 to 50% after consistently posting expert advice on LinkedIn. They were posting expert advice related to their niches, but also they were sharing tips that people can easily apply there. And then they also hosted online events. Some of them told me, Isaac, I fear, how do I hold online events on LinkedIn? What if people don't show up? And I was there with them for the first 3 audio events. After that, they have been able to do all events without me, and some of them have gone ahead to even do better than me. So I am so happy when I see those people succeeding. And then we have the first story, which is my story. 90% of business I've got in the last 3 years has been coming from LinkedIn. These are not lies, because I don't want to just motivate you. I'm sharing real facts. If you commit yourself to LinkedIn, you come, you ask yourself, what am I? What I want? What do I? Even if you have so many skills, choose just one. As a business person, don't come to LinkedIn and make a mistake of selling just your products. That you're coming to LinkedIn, you've taken photos of shoes and you post shoes and you say, I'm selling these shoes, and you put rupees. Then you come to LinkedIn, you put garments, you come to LinkedIn, you put phones. Please don't do that, because that is not going to help you. This is a professional platform. The best way for you to sell is not to sell. Now that sounds funny. The best way to sell is not to sell. But of course, how do you sell? You sell cunningly. You sell through your content. How are you going to phrase that offer? For instance, if I want to sell this session, I'm going to come and talk about my life before starting LinkedIn. And I'm going to talk about how I used to fear the platform. I used to fear the platform. I thought people are going to judge me. I used to open the screen and then I find myself on the screen for 30 minutes and I don't have what to write. I didn't even know what to write. And then after 1 year, I gave up because I thought there was no growth and I was stuck with 200 followers. Eventually, I attended one session and then I learned that actually stories really get people stay. And then I optimized my profile for visibility, and and I also learned how to craft good stories that make people stop the scroll and read and listen to me. So in the next 5 days, I'll be teaching you how to craft compelling stories that make people stop the scroll and want to listen to you and even buy from you. This session will be going for only 5,000 rupees for 5 days. Please send me a DM to join my wait list. Now that's me selling my course. That's me selling my sessions. And people are going to actually buy. But if I just come with that first post, if my first post is about me selling my session, people are not going to buy because they don't know me yet. I have to first take some time and continuously talk about my journey, how I have been growing, how I have been progressing. I share with them behind the scenes. I share with them customer testimonials. If I have any customer testimonials, if there are people that I've helped, I can request testimonials and I share them. I say my client was like this before I started working with them, and I have been able to work with them for the last 2 months, and this is what we did. And then I share. I don't sell anything. I just share that testimonial. Such content is going to be very, very helpful in establishing my trust as someone who is a brand manager and as someone who is a LinkedIn training coach. So if in after 6 months I launch a course and maybe I'm requesting people to join the wait list, people are going to join my course immediately because over the last 7 months or 5 months I have been putting out content that has enabled them to look forward and see what I do, so now they can trust me. Lastly, a personal brand is for everyone. It is not for a few people. A personal brand is not for CEOs. It's not for managers only. It is for everyone in your company. Everyone. Everyone. The person who is at the desk, receptionist, you, the CEO, everyone must have a good personal brand. If I've told you that when everyone in the company is involved or when everyone in the organization has an active LinkedIn profile, the chances are high that people are going to see your company. It increases the visibility of your company. So if your company is visible, then we can easily be able to showcase what the company does, and it increases search. That increases more people who might be our leads eventually, because all these people, we don't see them just as leads, we don't see them just as followers, but we see them as potential we see them as potential clients, potential buyers, because a lead can be a lead and eventually not buy. But when you see a potential client, how you behave around the potential client is different. So don't be rushed to sell. First, buy trust. If everyone is involved, they are writing good content, they know how to tell good stories about anything that they want to talk about. It may be related to your company or not, but it will draw people's attention to check their profile. And when they have a proper optimized profile, a profile that clearly communicates who they are and what they do and who they work for, chances are high that people are going to keep on checking out your company. They are going to keep on checking out what you do. And that is good for your business, because visibility for your brand is going to come from visibility for the individuals that work for that brand. So good personal brands make good company brands. When your personal brand is strong, your company brand is going to be strong, because people buy from people before they buy from the company. People buy you before they buy from you. If people don't like you, they will not buy from you. So now, I am done with sharing my slides. I want to welcome any questions that you have for me, any observations. Yes, the door is open.
I am Giri Garg. I have a question. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Yes, please
Hello.
ask your question.
I have a question. How to increase the personal brand, trust of the personal brand.
Okay. Like I shared, to increase the trust of your personal brand is going to be through consistently sharing content that involves what you do and what you stand for. And sometimes you're going to have to share your personal story because people buy our personal stories. I don't want you to share what is so sensitive, but by personal story, I mean I could share how I started my business. I could share the difficulty that I faced when I was growing my business. I could share why I chose this vision, why I'm so passionate about this mission. For instance, this year I have told my followers on LinkedIn that I want to work with 100 people who want to build their businesses. This is me sharing that I care about each one of them and I want them to succeed. Now, I want to also add and share that I want you to succeed because I know that most of you hate jobs being in a paid job. So I want to help you build your own business. And I know that you fear that you won't get clients, but I'm going to work with you for 6 months, helping you sign your clients. I will not leave you until you get your clients. So this kind of assurance gets people to actually trust me. So if you want to increase trust for your personal brand, you have to consistently share about what you do, what you're passionate about, what is the coming, event that you're setting up and why. Like let people know into your life. What is that one thing that you're working on in your business? What is that product you want to launch and why should people pay attention to it? So you always have to be out there and push yourself and let people know, let people into your world. As you let more people into your world, giving them updates, insights into what you're doing and why you're doing it, the why is very important because that's why people want to work with you, and that's what grows your personal brand.
Thank you very much.
Hmm. Yes, any other questions?
If anyone have any question, please ask. You can use chat box as well or mute yourself.
Do we have any other question?
I guess so. That's it, sir. So, on behalf of this organizing committee, I would like to sincerely thank Sir, our outstanding speaker. We had the chance to hear a fascinating and thought provoking conversation about the international opportunity. Uh, So, through his remarkable ability to convey information, left us with insightful discoveries and motivational concepts. Also, his engaging lectures enthralled us and motivated us to study more. We appreciate the effort and time you have put in organizing this education program, sir. So, once again, I express my gratitude and thanks to Sir Isaac for sparing time from his hectic schedule to impart information to us. And we are speechless by your invaluable presence at the session. So, you provided in depth analysis of the subjects and shared some fascinating information. So, we shall bide our time to further such workshops in order to advance both our personal and collective knowledge. So, a good event never ends in the world. They take only a pause and keep us awaiting for the next. And now I request everyone to please fill the feedback form which is provided in the chat box. And finally, to make this session more beautiful, and add an memorability to our session, I encourage everyone to please turn on their cameras so that we can have a quick picture. As a reminder, please turn on your cameras, everyone. Is the screenshot done, Debanjali? Please confirm.
Yes, it is done.
Okay, thank you. Thank you once more for all the participants to join the session in today's webinar. And you can reach us by phone or email if you have any more questions. So we are pleased to offer you further assistance. And the end is never end. It's always the beginning of something. So I, Nandini, your host for the today's session, sign off on a cheerful note. So have a wonderful day, everyone. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you so much.